This might be anticlimactic. You can't even see my face. Oh, where'd he go? This is Captain Dravakiirm here, and I wanted to show off my new ship. Ooh, wrong button. Well, unfortunately this is not on the server, but I wanted to test. I will probably be building a version of the ship on the server here, potentially before too long. This is based off a design that I built, which is based off a design that I saw online, and it's grown just a little bit. This is, for lack of a better word, a 3-layer compacting, I think it's a 10-round cannon. Yeah, it's big. It's not a very well-proportioned ship. It's tall and short. It's tall, but it's short that way. But it packs a punch. Quick walkthrough of the features. Down here at the rear is the loading and operating zone. You can't really see much from here. Bottom buttons for water, top buttons for fire everything. The middle layer is actually where you will load everything. We'll go through loading process a little bit later. You've got TNT on the bottom, TNT in the middle, TNT on the top. You got 2 chests, both loaded to the brim with TNT. To actually load the projectiles, there's 2 bays, one on each side, that you come down through this ladder, which is apparently missing everything. This lever, you actually keep this closed, but the ship doesn't like it when it's open, or when it's closed and moving. So this is actually the breach. You get 1, oops, let's not break stuff because I am creative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, this is a 10 round cannon that is actually supposed to go there. If we come up here, go down the other side, exact same thing. 5 shots on this side, 5 shots on the other. Breach block, and a chest loaded with all the explosives that we're going to be using today. Down here is just kind of a spotting area. You would have another person assisting you. They would sit up here and they would be able to spot what's going on. Relay messages back to the cannoneer. Ideally you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4... potentially 4 people operating this ship in conjunction with each other. We do not have 4-person, we are a 1-man crew. With a lot of mobs nearby, apparently. There's... The captain does not like scallywags boarding his ship without notice. There's a hole there. Okay. They'll disappear later. Anyway... I received special intelligence that nearby is a village of stronghouses that potentially contain dangerous explosives that we must take this ship and go end their potential reign. So let us assemble the ship, mount the ship, all the mobs fall out, and like the ship is now thinking it's taking damage. This ship can shoot really far. Let's go ahead and lower it. We have over here 6 houses, each built out of a slightly different material. This is going to be a little hard to line this ship up. Let's try it right there. That may work for a first shot. We'll gauge our first shot off this. Loading this ship is rather time consuming. Step 1, let's come down here. You press the bottom button, that deploys the water. TNT cannons, unless they're built out of obsidian, have to have water. or bedrock or whatever. This one is built out of wood. So loading procedure. One round goes back in the back, all the way back in the back, and then all the way up to that spot. And you're not supposed to jump down, otherwise you can't get back up. So it goes all the way up to where the redstone is. So that's the bottom layer loaded. Next, the middle layer gets TNT all the way up to there. Top layer, all the way up to there. So it's 6, 5, and 4 TNT on each. We'll stow this back in here. And to load whatever round you're going to fire, all the way to the forward deck, we're just going to start with TNT. TNT goes there. All available positions, close the breach. There's supposed to be ladders there, but there's not, whatever. Those ladders do not like to come with me. Same thing on this side. All available positions, do not set TNT where it's not supposed to be, close the breach, and we're good. Cannon is loaded and ready for firing. Now normally we'd have a spotter be able to tell us, yada yada yada, you're on target, fire. We only have us. So I will do my best. So this button fires everything. First shot I'll actually go up and we'll watch it fire. Then I'll get some other positions, but fire. And this thing will fire. I mean, we're basically touching the ground. Oh, hey, look, we found some dangerous explosives. I will not go up there and investigate. But needless to say, our 10 shots have perfectly punched a hole through this building. And I got too close. Anyway, that was one shot. We were a little bit to the left. But this thing punched a hole. And we can see our insurgents have... He has an arrow. Our insurgents have their rocket launcher. We better deal with that. And fire a second shot. We can move over a little bit. But, I mean, you see, we're basically just sitting on the ground, and I'm pretty sure that thing hit the wall before it stopped. So to move, make sure the water's picked up, because Archimedes ships will not pick up fluid with it. Then you also have to come up here, and open both the breaches, or else the blocks glitch out, and it's a little bit weird. It just kind of doesn't like it. So, open both the breaches, and we're ready to move. Have to come up here, assemble the ship, mount, slide her back, and over just a few blocks. Now that's a good lineup. Alright, let's fire again. Oops. Whatever you do, always place water first. Because if you go and forget, and dry fire the cannon, the entire ship explodes. Need to make a better way to get around the firing bay of this ship. Now, to be completely honest, you could design a much better ship that probably even can move. This is like a version 1. Actually, no, this is version 2. Version 1 was single layer, or 2 layers of charge shots. This one has 3. Also has 1 more cannon charge in it. Oops. Don't forget to close the breach. It will more than likely explode the ship. So we are pretty well lined up. Let's just come and check up here. Yeah, we're like dead on with that thing. So I'll give you what it looks like from the inside firing the ship. And then down the ladder. So we push the button. Oh, that's bad.
Your ship is mine. Take care to be from this sky, little horse.
This could be. my ship has vanished. Give me a moment. Okay, we're back. Had to restore the ship from a previous save. Yeah, that's been providing just a few issues. Well, it should be a solid block right there. But with how I've had to staircase this...
Get on with it! Yes! Get on with it!
...redstone up, you kinda can't place. Because... Anyway, let's get lined back up and try this again. Alright, let's try that again. Oops. Don't forget to close the breach. Here. At least I gotta get it on camera, me blowing up my own cannon. Again. So inherently the right side's one charge weaker than the left side. Alright, this should be good. We'll fire it. So what happens is this is a compacting TNT cannon. The charge on the back goes off immediately. Like, you click the button and it's the first one to set off. So it's got its first delay. Then the launcher charges go. They all fall down, pile up. The compacting charge will go off and actually push all the TNT up to the front of the ship. And that gives it more power. So let's click the fire button. So let's see if we can get that. So you saw right before it went off, it pushed everything all the way up to the front, right? Or further up the front. That just gives it just a little bit more oomph. And we have blasted straight through the building again. Let's load her up a second charge. Finish off this first building. Now this, one note is this is not a very scatter charge cannon round. This is a very compact, heavy punch of a cannon charge. So it will like deliver all the TNT to the same spot, giving it a very high charge. So let's see if we can get it on camera again. So I come all the way up here. That goes off, pushes all the TNT forwards, and then sends the charge flying. And we now have a hole completely through our building. There is nothing left of our stone insurgent building. They may not have been the brightest people to just go with a stone hut to protect themselves. We do have hard walls tier 1 all the way to 5, all the way down there. Let us reposition the ship and make a second go at it. That's lined up, nice and party-like. Proceed to load the cannon. Water. Compacting charge. Main charge. It's all the way up there. More main charge. This cannon does not mess around, I'll tell you that right now. And this is what happens when you move with the pistons extended. They kind of disappear, but they do work, so. The ladder never comes with the ship, which is weird. And you can fall down through there and it's fine. Alright, we'll fire it at target number 2. And we took out the bottom half of it. More chemical insurgents. They're not very smart. Again, let's not get too close this time. That's 2 for 2. This thing don't play. Let's move up to Hardwell Tier 2. See if Hardwell Tier 2 can hang with the ship. That's better. Alright. Load the cannon. Come up here, load the charge. This is kind of a test for Hardwall too. See exactly how much TNT it's going to take to break through Hardwall. So Tier 1 was no challenge. There's also like just barely like made out of stone and sand and stuff. Come back here. Fire! So we've actually got quite a bit of range still left on the cannon. Oh, looky there. Tier 2 has stopped TNT. Okay. I have no idea what that was. So, TNT is no longer effective. Except we still need TNT. So, let's come down here and look in our chesty chest. Let's fire some thermobarics at this thing. So the beautiful part about this ship is it is powerful enough to launch actually just about anything you want at it. We have defense tech installed on our server, and defense tech includes explosives of a lot of varying degrees. Make sure the water's deployed. You still have to use TNT. Oops. Oh, the water was already deployed. Haha. I've already been here and fired a shot. So defense tech adds crazy explosives. Like we're going to be launching thermobarics at this thing. To my that's what this guy bomber national emitter. Else is obscure. Explosives, like we're going to be launching thermobarics at this thing. To my understanding, a thermobaric is a small step down from a nuke. They pack a punch. But the unique thing about all these defense tech explosives is they're heavy. Like, a regular TNT cannon struggles to fire these explosives, like, with any semblance of range. Like, I'm pretty sure the first time I tried one with the thermobaric, it blew up the cannon, it was so close. This cannon does not suffer from those problems. Ooh. I said that and our thermobarics barely make it out of the chamber. Are thermobarics just that heavy? What else do we have tier 2? Let's try fragmentation. I thought fragmentation went pretty far. This is what you get for not doing testing beforehand. So let's try fragmentation. These might punch through tier 2. Oh yeah, see? Those things flew. And we might have been a touch close. I don't think we sustained... No, we didn't sustain any damage. Neither did they. There's a crater below them, though. So anybody that was in here... What on earth? I'm sorry, we can't tolerate you anymore. Goodbye, Brian. That lit him up. Okay, so this thing is resistant to these as well. Alright. 10 hypersonics. This is going to be really loud. Oh my, and super laggy. And it still has not touched tier 2? What? I don't believe this for it. There you go. Didn't take very much of it. Wow, tier 2 is extremely resistant. Interesting. Hopefully we're not in the blast zone. No, still didn't touch it. Well, I mean, it's starting to touch it a little bit, but... I'm pretty sure these guys would be dead by now. Like, no doubt about it. They would be dead. I actually put a hole in our airship. How sad. Oh well. I'm pretty sure those guys would be dead. Let's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure all these guys would actually be pretty dead. The fallout and everything. We're just gonna pick up our ship and move all the way up to tier 5 because we got something special. 2 red matter explosives of these people. Drastic times. Call for drastic measures. And there they go. Uh-oh. This is not good. Well, this may be the... Well. And there they go. It about took our ship with it. And there you have it. We've just defeated all the insurgents. I'm pretty sure with if 2 singularities spawned right there, they would be dead. The only other thing we can do? Let's do it. Let's do it, because why not? She's a fabulous ship. She deserves the best. This has been First Tenant dravakiirm of the NLR. Thanks for watching.